I mentioned chocolate adventure.
Next time.
Next time, right. Dear Toastmasters, guest friends, do you love your birthday? I do. You may ask me a very good question, why wouldn't you like your birthday? You guess. They say that birthday is like a Chinese scholar, young no more. It is one of those shallow jokes which can occasionally make you cry, not with laughter, or smile, hopefully. But what is it about birthday that keep people stop to think, maybe celebrate, refuse to accept, or conceal? My mom turned 48 this year, and my dad is about to turn 50. And there is one curious thing I spotted about the wishes they get as they grow older. The curious thing about that, their friends, family members, kids say something comforting and way too sentimental. It may go like, look, what a nice career you built. Look, what a wonderful daughter you raised. Do you remember these good old times? And it's also nice and touching. And my parents are polite enough to accept it with smile, hugs, and I believe resentment. My granddad goes further than that, and he literally cries every time we toast him, saying how much we appreciate him being around and sharing his infinite love and support. It's touching, but it's terribly pathetic, I believe, because with all of those wishes, we keep looking not forward, but behind. We are looking into the past instead of starting, finally looking into the future. And surprisingly enough, these wishes come into play when people age, and as we're used to say, grow older. But my speech today is to offer you a more fresh perspective and to look at age differently, so that we see that age is not intimidating, and instead of growing older, we can choose and learn how to grow younger with time. Adventurous artist Pablo Picasso put it extremely well when he said, "It takes a long time to grow young." God knows what inspired him and what he really meant, but I will dare to express my guesses and support them with some bits of statistics, inspiration, facts, and you will see what else. So let's first, as we untangle this whole notion of being young and grow young, let's try to clarify what being young really means. And for that, I would like you to picture a person who embodies youth. A person who symbolizes what being young really stands for. So how does this person look? What does this person wear? Do they smile? Are they adventurous, bold, courageous, creative? Do they dare to change? Do they dare to drive change? I bet they do. I'm sure they are. How old are they? But before answering that question, answer another question first.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, is it an age which defines this hope, inner strength, and drive they have inside? Absolutely no, Oda. I do agree with you. Forbes organizes annual conference which is called Forbes Under 30. And as you may guess, they convene people from all around the world who are literally under 30. They are in their 20s, and they have some great achievements in different fields and industries. And many people can say that they gather there to excite some envy, you know, because I will never be in my 20s again, I will never make this Forbes Under 30 list. But the person who organizes it all, Randall Lane, states a different thought on that. What he says is that these people are there to give a wonderful example of what we should really be like at anything we do, and to convince us that being 30, under 30, is more about your mindset than the actual age which your ID says. And for that, he gives two very simple pieces of advice. In order to stay under 30, as long as you live, you need two things. First, you need to never stop learning. You should become a lifelong learner. And second, you need to keep reinventing yourself. So if there is one thing I want you to take from this talk, is that you need to be a lifelong learner and keep reinventing yourself. You need to develop this growth mindset, meaning that you believe that change is possible no matter how old you are, literally. We live in a very interesting time, the time of change, turbulence, and lack of stability. But lack of stability is at the same time abundance of possibilities. As the borders shift and the former restrictions turn into opportunities, which are there for us to reach out and to grab. And people who do not make Forbes under 30 list do not want to stay behind and be left out of the field. They want to actually keep up with the time, and for that they need to want learning as badly as they want to stay young. And so they do. In Germany, for example, 46% of adult population are currently students. Sweden beats Germany here, and 82% of adult population are students there. And as you understand, they beat not only Germany, but the whole world with their future possibilities. I will not bore you with some details and statistics, but I do want to remind you and underscore the importance of healthy lifestyle, positive thinking, surrounding yourself with people who are really young by their spirit, being giving and loving and understanding. It will all contribute to your youth, definitely. Peter Ustinov put it very beautifully when he said that the icon of the 20th century, Audrey Hepburn, died young. This is what figures show us. But what figures do not show us is that she would have died young at any age. As soon as we have time, let's celebrate it. And let's make the most out of it with growing younger with every discovery we make. Next time I will congratulate my parents, all the friends, or myself on the birthday to come. I will remind us all how glowingly young we become with every discovery we make. And how beautiful our wrinkles around eyes get when they show the joy with which we smile. I choose to grow younger with time. Are you with me? Yes.